Hello, how are we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus and I will be your breaker this evening. We are doing What's in the Box Wednesday, Episode 9, Special Thursday Edition, due to technical difficulties. Guys, sorry I couldn't get it up yesterday, giggity, but I could not. Twitch and OBS gave me all sorts of problems. I could not connect. So we're doing it today, and we will post it tonight, and it will be up, hopefully, before I go to bed tonight. So you'll still have your episode 9. It was just a day late. But I'm really excited about this one. This is one I've been looking forward to since before I even started What's in the Box Wednesday. I plan on buying a box of these. Didn't have to. Again, our sponsor, our benefactor, our benevolent Sugar White has sent us cards in, and we will be opening today the 1989 Pro Set High Series, Series 2, right here. This card has in it, among other things, a Thurman Thomas rookie, a Barry Sanders rookie, a Deion Sanders rookie, a Troy Aikman rookie, and there's a long list. If you've been watching the series, there's a long list of cards that I want. But in this case, a lot of times he only gives me 10 or 15 cards, and then the rest of them that I want, he doesn't have any interest in. Well, this one, almost everything I want he has on his list. So we're looking for doubles today. I'm looking for doubles. I want to hit him these big cards, and I think we will. I think we'll be able to hit him most of these big cards. But I'm greedy, but I would like to walk away with a couple of these as well. So we'll see what we can do. Before we get going, let me put my gloves on. Thank you, voila. Adding quotes. Doubles, doubles, doubles. All right, whoops. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open the box right here. Oh, there's his list. I printed a new one. And we're gonna take all these cards out of the box. There it is. I'm going to stack these slightly off camera, just so I don't bump them over and cause problems while we're... Today I will be doing the stacks in order. In fact, I'll keep one stack on at a time. I will keep one stack right here, and then I'll pull the next stack in. But that way we'll know when we're a quarter of the way through, halfway through, etc., etc. All right, first pack. I like this because you can see through the packs, but what you see there is it says 2 ways to win. So the first card they put in there is the advertisement card. So you don't get any sneak peeks. You can't search the packs for... Oh, there they are. In the wrong place, but that's okay. Got a couple of those as well. All right. You know what? Why not? I'm like, wow, you don't seem very set up. I wasn't. I was more worried about getting the thing connected than I was setting up. So, just in case I want to put any of them on display, I'm probably not top loading any of them today, but I can still put them on display in a sleeve. So in case I want to put any of them on display, we'll go right there. And without further ado, 1989 score. So this is going to be the first thing we've opened, I think. Well, the score is going to be one of the few things we open that doesn't have any glue issues. They were one of the first ones that started using the sealing the packs closed rather than gluing them closed. So that's good. So here we go. We got Aaron Cox of the Rams, Pepper Johnson of the Giants, Robert Lyles of the Oilers, Chuck Long of the Lions, Derek Thomas. All right, yep, that's one of his cards right there. Let's go ahead, guys. I'm not in a rush. I'm not looking to get out of here in 2 seconds today, so we will sleeve his and my cards so that it's easy to But that is a Derek Thomas rookie right there. All right, I would like one of those, so I wouldn't mind a dupe. All right, we got Steve DeBerg of the Chiefs, Dermonte Dawson of the Steelers, Marty Schottenheimer for the Chiefs, Eric Metcalf. Let's see, Eric Metcalf is number 489. That is not on his list. That will definitely be on my list. So there we go. There's one. One for him, one for me. Kurt. Anthony Carter. Now some of these non-rookies might also be on his list. I haven't memorized all of his list. A lot of people that I wouldn't have expected from him. But I don't know enough about his football to know what he would have picked. So Gary Clark of the Redskins, Howie Long of the Raiders, William Perry of the Bears. I doubt that's one of his. 445. Wait a second. 445, it says Thomas Sanders. Alright, we're going to put this over here because that's a question. I got to find out because that's one I would take, but he said 445 and that's a different number. So anyway, Mike Tomczak of the Bears and Al Michaels of ABC. These cards were like considered one of the ugliest cards at the time. People hated these cards. They hated the look. They hated everything about them. But now looking at them retro-y, is that a word? Retro-y? I think it is. It is now. They're quite good-looking cards. I like that. And it's cool when they do things like Al Michaels and stuff like that. So, all right, pack number 2. Throw it on the ground, just leave it on the ground. No one's going to mind a couple of packs on the ground. And with the card in front, it's better to do it that way. Perfect. All right. We're starting in this pack with a Mike Oliphant for the Browns, Tim McGee for the Bengals, Freeman McNeil for the Jets, Doug Smith for the Rams, another Mike Oliphant. Look, if there can be dupes in one pack, then the chances of me getting a dupe of someone I want is a little higher. Charles Haley, 49ers. Randy Wright of the Packers. Craig Wolfley of the Steelers. Alan Walton of the Redskins. Bill Bates of the Cowboys. Cody Risen of the Browns. Eric Coleman, pro set prospect for the Patriots. 531. No. Okay. Fred Summerlus of the Bills, Tim McDonald of the Cardinals, and Ken Stabler of CBS in a Raiders uniform. That'd be interesting how if I ever broke this, and I'm not breaking an 89 per set because there was no way to sell the teams, but actually there might be a way. Now that I think about it, I bet if I bought one of these older things and did it how I'm doing the Legacy, where you pick a team and you get random teams and let people pick any team, or maybe let them not pick the Lions, let them pick the Bills, let them pick, maybe I could do a pro set. I'll give that a try maybe sometime. Not the gamble, not a B break, but a regular break. See what that's like. All right, I keep trying to pick one from another package. Another pile. Stick with the pile you got. All right, here we go. We got JoJo Townsend, John Robinson, Brian Blades, Blados, Joe Montana. I'm going to sleeve that one. That is definitely one of his. 381, sure is 381. Oops. Nice. Oh, Reggie White. That might be one of his too. 325. Nope. I'm going to put him over there because he's one of mine. Oops, not on that pile. That pile is I don't understand why the numbers don't match up pile. All right, Wesley Walker for the Jets. Mark Rippon, there is Voila's favorite quarterback of all time. Nate Newton of the Cowboys. Felix Wright of the Browns. Brian Davis of the Redskins. Art Still of the Bills. Roy Green of the Cardinals. EJ Jr. of the Dolphins. Rodney Holman of the Bengals. And ABC's Frank Gifford from the Hall of Fame. Announcer number 2. Announcer collectible number 2. All right. It is clear that Voila is not listening to me right this second. She went to get the mail or something, because if I had said that Mark Rippon is her favorite quarterback of all time and she heard me, she would have blown up chat. All right, Sugar White, when you're watching this on YouTube replay, I just want to point out we're only a few packs in, and that's much better than we have been doing. They're in great condition. We got a Montana, a Derek Thomas rookie right off the start. This is a great, much better pack. Chris Carter, 314. He's one of yours. Eric Martin for the Saints. Daryl Ingram for the Vikings. That's a prospect as well. Bill Gilbert of the Chargers. Paul Gruber for the Bucks. Reggie Dupart for the Patriots. Mark Clayton for the Dolphins. Terry McDaniel prospect for the Raiders. I don't need to check every one of these. I'll be doing the double check afterwards. So, Mark Bavaro for the Giants. Rufus Porter for the Seahawks. Darren Nelson for the Vikings. There we go. Derek Thomas, one for him and one for me. Doubles, baby. All right, if we get another Derek Thomas, that goes back to him. Stick that right there. Actually, let's put him a little off so we see that we got it twice. Rick Bryan of the Falcons, Jim Covert of the Bears, and CBS Brett Musburger, announcer collectible 17. The other one was announcer collectible 2. So we've gotten 4. I wonder how many there are, and if we could put a whole announcer collectible set. He is looking for announcer number 9. Oh, I see where the problem is. There are 2 different number structures. There is Pro Set, and then there's Pro Set Promos. And the Pro Set Promos has 445 Thomas Sanders. But this is just a regular Pro Set William Perry, which he does not have. So, I'll put that over around. Okay, I figured it out without having to go through the trouble of Googling. All right, here we go. We got Thomas Sanders of the Bears, Lewis Billups of the Bengals, Norm Johnson of the Seahawks, Morton Anderson of the Saints, Sammy Smith, number 1 pick for the Dolphins, Brian Brennan, no, there's no M, for the Browns, Dave Cadigan for the Jets, Pro Prospect Anthony Dilweg for the Packers, Harris Barton for the 49ers, John Offerdahl of the Dolphins, Keith Bishop for the Broncos, another Sammy Smith. That's a number 1 pick in the same pack. Let's do that with some of the Barry Sanders and Trey Aikmans and all that. John Anderson of the Packers, Hardy Nickerson of the Steelers. That's one of mine. Hardy. And John Saunders, number 8 from ESPN. So when we opened the 89 Donruss, he had no interest in any of the puzzle pieces. So afterwards, I went to see if I could put a puzzle together, and there was one full puzzle. There was not there was quite a few dupes, but not a second puzzle. And so I have a full puzzle sitting there. I'm going to put it together and frame it probably, because those puzzle pieces aren't really worth anything. But it'd be a nice kind of neat thing to have in the background of the store and what have you. So that's what I'm planning on doing. Now, except for Joe Theismann, he doesn't have any announcer set. But I'm thinking that maybe we can get a whole announcer set out of this. Although if I did, I wouldn't be putting it together to frame it. I'd probably try to sell it on eBay or something. But we'll see how that plays out. All right, Brian Bosworth for the Seahawks, Craig Hayward for the Saints, Burt Grossman for the Chargers, number 1 pick, Mike Pagel for the Browns, Pat Leary for the Jets, Brian Alston, prospects for the Colts, Roger Craig, 372. Nope, we'll take that. Brian Sosha for the Dolphins, Mike Harden for the Broncos, another Burt Grossman. That's the second time we've got the number 1 pick in the same pack. That's very inspiring. No, whatevering. Mark Murphy for the Packers, Rod Woodson for the Steelers. That is definitely one I thought I saw on his list. It is. That's a Rod Woodson rookie card. Not. Doesn't have the logo anywhere for it to be a rookie, but it does count as one of his rookies. So we will do a little shifting. So hopefully we can get a dupe of that as well. Then we got a number 1 pick, Hartley Dykes for the Patriots, James Wilder for the Buccaneers, and Dan Deerdorf for ABC. There's our number 1. We've now got number 1 and number 2, among others, obviously. But that's kind of cool that they put 1 in each pack with 34 packs or whatever. Depending on how big the set is, there's a good chance that we can get a full set. All right. Here we go. We've got Dwayne Bickett from the Colts, Jack Del Rio from the Chiefs, Anthony Munoz for the Bengals. That's one of my, that is my all-time favorite offensive lineman. Pat Ryan for the Jets, Stanley Morgan for the Patriots, another Jack Del Rio for the Chiefs, Tom Rathman for the 49ers, Anthony Toney for the Eagles, Pepper Johnson for the Giants, Jamie Morris for the Redskins. Oh, there's one. There's our biggest one hit yet. Michael Irvin. Now, I have one of these in my personal collection, but my personal collection is 40 years old, and when I was young, I lived in a house with a smoker, so the level of, I don't combine those cards with my current cards. I keep all my current cards separate. I'm selling off my old stuff so I don't mix. And I would love to hit myself another Irvin, so I can sell off the other one. Well, I'll sell off the other one either way. But Ricky Natale for the Broncos, Gerald Riggs for the Redskins, Darryl Talley for the Bills, and Terry Bradshaw, Hall of Fame announcer number 12. Right. That's a pretty good haul, and we're still packed 2 packs from a quarter of the way through. So yeah, we had we did the 1989 Fleer in like episode something like 5 or 6. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And then after that, we did 2 to 3 more. 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, and 8. This is 9. And they were the 87 Tops and 89 Dunross. There might have been another one after that. But they were damaged. They were the Great cards were very scarce. It kind of put us in a down mood. Me and Sugar have been talking about it back and forth. I'm apologizing to him for the cards being so bad. He's apologizing to me for having to open boxes where the cards have been so bad. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, because we both want the best for each of us. But this is going to make him happy. I know it. This has already made me happy. It's, plus sign. Here we go. Keep going. Sam Mills for the Saints. Rodney Pete, prospect. Now that is, I'm not going to sleeve that. It's not one of his. It is, however, one of my chasers during the day. If you've been watching, you know that sometimes I'll keep a rookie that didn't amount to anything. The Greg Jeffries or the Wally Backmans or whatever that just really didn't turn into anything. But at the time, they were top level prospects that I chased all over the place trying to get their cards. So that's Rodney Pete is one of those big prospect type things. So I keep them. Gary Anderson, I don't know if I'll keep a Mark Carrier, but I'll think about it for now. Bruce Armstrong for the Patriots. Bruce is one of my favorite offensive linemen too. John Bosa for the Dolphins. Anthony Dilweg, prospect. Eric Moore for the Giants. Chuck Knox for the Seahawks. Doug Martin, but not that one. The Vikings defensive lineman of the 80s. We got Eric Hill, linebacker for the Cardinals. Scott Case for the Falcons. Neil Anderson, running back for the Bears. Albert Bentley for the Colts. And our announcer is Dick Stockton, number 19. Guys, I keep turning it over to see the number, mainly because I want to see how big the set is. I believe 19 is the highest I've seen so far. So, all right, and this will be the quarter point. After this one will be a quarter of the way through the first box. Well, through the box for this video. All right, we got Mark Malone for the Chargers. Oops, let's leave that one. Dan Turk for the Bucks. Brent Williams for the Patriots. Mark Brown for the Dolphins. O'Brien Alston for the Colts. Terry Kennard for the Giants. Bruce Schultz for the Seahawks. Mel Owens for the Rams. Steve Walsh for the Cowboys, rookie. I doubt he has that one on there. Nope, but I will take a Steve Walsh rookie. Bill Fralick for the Falcons. Dan Hampton for the Bears. Ray Donaldson for the Colts. Brian Blados for the Bengals. Leon White for the Bengals. And Jack Buck, number 11. All right, so I do remember 1 and 2. I remember 7, 9, 11, 17, and 19. There are more, obviously, so that's, let's take the whole stack. That's just what I remember. And we will be starting the second quarter. All right, and with the NFL, Mark Jackson of the Broncos, Jeff Lagman of the Jets, number 1 draft pick, Brian Noble of the Packers. I love how they did that back here. I love how they gave everyone who was a first-round pick a designation as a first-round pick, and anyone else just a prospect card. This guy's a prospect. This guy, that kind of a thing. I think that you get Legacy, for example, and they have all those rookie cards together, and that's great. It is great. I love it. But I love if the ones that were there are only 32 people that were good enough to be first-round picks. If there was a first-round stamp on it or something, I think the cards should go back to that. That is, I think that's an important notation for a card to have, especially in football and basketball. It would be the same. Brian Noble for the Packers, Marion Campbell of the Falcons. Wayne Martin, first-round pick for the Saints. I think to equate it to the baseball, if you go to Bowman, they have the top 100. Like when the set is printed, they take the top 100 prospects and they all give them a card, and the card number 1 to 100 based on their prospect ranking. It'd be similar to that. Those guys are considered the best of the best in the rookies or the prospects class, and so they're getting designated as that. I could see that football needs to make a little bit better point. I mean, you get someone that's drafted in the third round, like a David Ajabo type, one of those guys that were high-level prospects that ended up going in the third round, and they get just as much cards. And there are some first-rounders that don't get cards at all because they're not as sexy. They're, whatever, offensive linemen or what. So I think that the way ProSet did it back here, they really need to come back to that, at least with the rookies. Wayne Martin for the Saints, Ray Perkins, coach of the Bucks, Mark Kelso for the Bills, Pete Holohan for the Rams, Greg Reasons for the Giants, Jeff Donaldson for the Oilers, Beanie Blades for the Lions, Barry Sanders. There we go. All right, we got one pack into the second quarter, and we got the number one card we're looking for, Barry Sanders. The only card that you could argue is a little bit more desired would be the Troy Aikman, but I wouldn't say that. I would assume that it's the Barry Sanders. After that is the Troy Aikman, clearly. Dino Hackett for the Chiefs, Touch Ilkin for the Steelers, and then John Saunders is our first dupe. Got our first announcer dupe. We need our announcer dupe to be Joe Theismann, though. I also like that ProSet, they're all one direction. I hate when they flip, flop, flip, flop, flip. I'm just like, why can't you just get them all in the same direction? Rick Natale for the Broncos, Gerald Riggs, running back for the Redskins, Darryl Talley for the Bills, Stump Mitchell for the Cardinals, Sam Clancy for the Colts, Eddie Brown for the Bengals, Steve Largent for the Seahawks. Oh man, not that I collect him and not that he's on his list, I don't think. 396, no. So it doesn't matter too much, but Steve Largent is a star, a legend even, and there's spotting all at the top of that card. Stan Brock for the Saints, Troy Aikman, back-to-back packs. All right, well, we hit them now. Now we just got to hit the doubles. Sorry, Derek. We got two of those, but Troy, Barry, and Irving, those are like the top three from this set. We hit all three of the biggins. All right, good. Bernie Kosar for the Browns, Alex Gordon for the Jets, Terry McDaniel, prospect for the Raiders, Ricky Elson for the 49ers, Don Schuler for the Dolphins, and Dan Deerdorf, number one. That's our second double. Starting the second set, guys. Take off the wrong stack. If you guys like these ProSet cards, they're similar to the score cards in baseball to me. They have a similar pack. They have similar, not exactly look, but kind of the look's the same. We're doing a lot of 1990 score openings right now on Instagram. Follow the Instagram, and we do a pack a day. Sometimes we'll miss a day just because things get busy, but every day we're opening another pack of score 1990 until the box is gone. I just started 1991 Pacific football on Instagram too, although we posted that one yesterday because we were out of score at my location. The box was at the studio, and I was filming at the office. So we did a different product yesterday. So we'll be going back and forth between Score and Pacific right now on Instagram. So check those out. All right, we got Doug Flutie of the Patriots, Lorenzo Hampton of the Dolphins, Eric Offhalter for prospect for the Packers, Eric Howard for the Giants, Kelly Stouffer for the Seahawks, Tom Newberry for the Rams, Joe Wolf for the Cardinals, and a 1 draft pick, Mike Gann for the Falcons, Dennis Gentry for the Bears, Pat Beach for the Colts, Ozzie Newsome for the Browns, Eric Thomas for the Bengals, Al Toon for the Jets, Mike Wiltshire for the Rams, and Terry Bradshaw dupe for the CBS. Well, that was kind of weird. Not weird. It was fine. There was nothing wrong with that pack at all. It was a normal pack. But after hearing Barry Sanders and Troy Aikman back to back in the previous packs, not even hitting a veteran that I wanted or whatever seemed weird. I guess you can't win them all, especially when you win most of them. That's what I've been told. I'm assuming I'm going to lose one any day now. I'm just joking, guys. All right, here we go. We got Joe Morris for the Giants, Wayne Morton for the Saints, Carl Lee for the Vikings, Charles Mann for the Redskins, Van McElroy for the Raiders, Barry Cross for the Browns, Brad Muster for the Bears, Mike Quick for the Eagles, John Tice for the Saints, Robert Drummond for the Eagles, Anthony Miller for the Chargers, Ricky Reynolds for the Bucks, Rolando James for the Patriots, William Judson for the Dolphins, and Dan Fouts, number 14. All right, good. We haven't completely lost. We got some new stuff coming. All right. We got Mike Horan for the Broncos, Troy Aikman, woot woot! That's 2 Troy Aikman rookies, one for him, one for me. Let's get him a third, or get him a second. Let's get us a third. Actually, let's get him a third, but let's also get us a Barry. All right, Mark Carrion for the Cannon for the Packers, John Raid for the Falcons, Eric Metcalf for the Browns, I'm only keeping one of those, Wayne Fontes for the Lions, Scott Norwood, wide left, or it's wide right. It's wide right, why would he say wide left? Scott Norwood for the Bills, Keith Van Horn for the Bears, Randall Cunningham for the Eagles, Steve Korte for the Saints, Sheldon White, prospect for the Giants, Vincey Glenn for the Chargers, Harry Hamilton, safety for the Bucks, Tony Eason for the Patriots, and Chris Berman, number 5. Nice. I love the Chris Berman card. All right, we got Michael Carter for the 49ers, Ford Reveals of the Dolphins, John Elway, got us, yep, he's got that one, number 100, that's him, let's leave that, like with the Joe Montana, of course, keeping the Elway. Number 1 pick for the Dolphins, Lewis Oliver, Don Majowski for the Packers, Chuck Noll for the Steelers, Keith Long, number 1 pick for the 49ers. Vinny Testaverde for the Buccaneers. Derek Burrows for the Bills. Jerry Gray for the Rams. Billy Ray Smith for the Chargers. Steve Brown for the Oilers. Jim Arnold for the Lions. Joe Wolf, number 1 pick for the Cardinals. And Al Michaels, number 3, which I believe he was the first one we got. Nope, it was the first 2 packs. It was the first 2 packs of the second. So these are the last 2 packs of the second. So either we bookended the second quarter, or we'll start the first 2 packs of the third. Give me trying to will things into existence. All right, we got Gerald Wilhite for the Broncos. Ernest Biner for the Redskins. Thurman Thomas rookie. There we go. I mean, take down the Irvin just because it's been up there, but there we go. Good stuff. All right, Cedric Mack for the Cardinals. Keith Bostick for the Colts. Reggie Williams for the Bengals. Joe Nash for the Seahawks. Lorenzo Hill for the Saints. Jeff Lagman, number 1 pick for the Jets. Reggie Laghorn for the Browns. Marty Lyons for the Jets. Jim Thornton for the Browns. Jim Horst for the 49ers. Mike Munchak for the Oilers. And Ken Stabler for 18. Already seen 18, I'm pretty sure. Announcer. Final pack of the second quarter, and then we'll be halfway done. Two ways to win. Derek Thomas, there's our third, so that's 3. Rick Bryant for the Falcons, Jim Covert for the Bears, Dwayne Bickett for the Colts, Jack Del Rio for the Chiefs, Anthony Munoz for the Bengals, Pat Ryan for the Jets, Stanley Morgan for the Patriots, Jack Del Rio, that's our third Jack Del Rio for the Chiefs, Tom Rathman for the 49ers, Anthony Toney for the Eagles, Pepper Johnson for the Giants, Jamie Morris for the Redskins, and Michael Irvin. We got a Michael Irvin and a Derek Thomas in the same pack. The same pack. And then a Frank Gifford. All right. Doing well. We're doing well both for the for Stu and for myself. Doubles of Troy, doubles of Derek Thomas, triples in fact, so he gets 2 Derek Thomases. Doubles of Michael Irving. I'd like to see another Thomas and another Sanders. And even if we don't get another Thomas and another Sanders, this was an exceptional box and probably worth buying another one if there's going to be that many of them in it. I feel like buying another box of these just to see if we're going to end up pulling 2 Sanders, even if it's not the same ones, 2 Sanders, 2 Thomas, 2 Thurman Thomas, 2 Derek Thomas, 1 Aikman, and 1 Irvin, or something like that. If that's the case, then it's definitely worth getting another box. Dexter Manley for the Redskins, Don Mosbar for the Raiders, Mike Merriweather for the Vikings, Steve Mondo McMichael, former Four Horsemen member for the Bears, Mike Reichbach for the Eagles, Jim Moore for the Saints, Eric Allen for the Eagles, they're just making shit up now, Mojishi Jinko, Bruce Hill for the Bucks, Ronnie Lippett for the Patriots, Farrell Edmonds, not Terrell Edmonds. Terrell Edmonds is playing now. This is Farrell Edmonds, played for the Dolphins back then. Prospect Henry Thomas, Lionel Manuel, David Wyman, and Ahmad Rashad, number 28. Okay, we're not going to complete the announcer set. That one's badly cut too. But we're not going to complete the announcer set, 28. But if we buy a second box, you never know. All right, we got Mav Levy for the Bills, Nico Noga for the Cardinals, Otis Wilson for the Raiders, Joe Kelly for the Bengals, Brian Millard for the Seahawks, Dalton Hillard for the Saints, Deion Sanders. We hit another one. Deion, prime time. Sanders. Take Thurman down. Put Deion up there. We got Clay Matthews for the Browns. Reggie McElroy for the Jets. Henry Thomas for the for the Vikings. Jeff Fuller for the 49ers. Mike Rozier for the Oilers. Rulon Jones for the Broncos. And Deion Sanders doubles in the same pack. In the same pack, Deion twice. Nice. And Dick Edinburgh, NBC, number 24. Woot, woot. Biggity bam, guys. This is a bunch of boom goes the dynamite. I know that's more for box breaks than it is for What's in the Box Wednesday, but wow. I was hoping to get some of these. I did not expect to get all of these. Let's see, what else could we William Perry SP. No, that's not the right one. There's Nicky Woods, whatever. John Elway, rookie card draft. Let's see, Rod Woodson we got. Looking for the rookies. Where are the rookies that we haven't got? Andre Rison, Sterling Sharp. I didn't realize Sterling Sharp was in there. Andre Rison and Sterling Sharp are the two that I'm looking for at this point. He's also looking for a Gizmo Williams, but that is not one that I'm aware of. So, Chris Collinsworth, wide receiver for the Bengals. I'm going to keep that because he's a Gator. Max Montoya for the Bengals. Ken O'Brien for the Jets. Lawrence McGrew for the Patriots. Chris Collinsworth again. Tim McKyer for the 49ers. John Telks. Lawrence Taylor. Tim Rosenbach for the Cardinals, number 1 pick. Hassan Jones for the Vikings. Darrell Green. That's me. Bill Pickle for the Raiders. Perry Williams for the Giants. Mike Ditka, coach for the Bears. And Will McDonough for CBS. That's a new one. Number is 22. Fill in some of those 20s. All right. Still near the top of the second half here, guys. We got Steve Pellier for the Cowboys. Sammy Winder for the Broncos. Wesley Walls, 49ers prospect. Keep that one. I've heard of Wesley Walls. Mark Levy for the Bills. Nico Noga for the Cardinals. Otis Wilson for the Raiders. Joe Kelly for the Bengals. Brian Millar for the Seahawks. Dalton Hillard for the Saints. Another Deion Sanders. There's number 3 for Stu. Number 2 for Stu. Number 3 for the box. For Sugar White. Clay Matthews for the Browns, Reggie McElroy for the Jets, Henry Thomas for the Vikings, Jeff Fuller for the 49ers, and a third Al Michaels for the ABC. ABC. I looked up and I saw your woot, which I had seen already. I'd already said woot when you said woot, but I thought it said word this time. I thought you were like, I said something, you were like, word. I was like, that seems odd, but okay. Alright. Chris Chandler for the Colts. Bruce McNorton for the Lions. Jackie Slater for the Rams. Fred Young for the Colts. John Stevens for the Patriots. Bruce McNorton for the Lions. Bubba Paris for the 49ers. Everson Walls for the Cowboys. Russ Grimm for the Redskins. Joe Gibbs for the Redskins. Ed Too Tall Jones for the Cowboys. Dennis Smith for the Broncos. Sean Collins, Falcons number 1 pick. And Frank Gifford, that's a dupe as well. Actually, that's a trip as well. All right, more than halfway through the third quarter of cards. We got Kirk Loudermilk. Make sure I didn't bump too. Okay, good. Dexter Manley, Don Moselbar, Mike Merriweather, Steve Michael for the Bears, Mike Reichenbach for the Eagles, Jim Mora for the Saints, Eric Allen, cornerback prospect for the Eagles, Ralph for the Chargers, Bruce Hill for the Buccaneers, Ronnie Lippett for the Patriots, Farrell Edmonds for the Dolphins, Henry Thomas for the Vikings, Lionel Manuel for the Giants, David Wyndham for the Saints, and Ken Stabler for the CBS. CBS eyeballs. All right, we got Gary Zimmerman for the Vikings, David Williams for the Oilers. Ooh, we're going to keep him because he was a Gator. Go Gators. Floyd Dixon for the Falcons, Dennis McKinnon for the Bears, Chris Hinton for the Colts, Rob Riddick for the Bills, Carl Zander for the Bengals, Joe Walton for the Jets, Gavin Veras for the Patriots, Rob Riddick for the Bills, Michael Walter for the 49ers, Buddy Ryan for the Eagles, Anthony Bell for the Cardinals, Mark May for the Redskins, and Bill Walsh, number 30. Go all the way to 30, Bill Walsh for the NBC Peacocks. All right, it's been a couple packs. Gotta get something good here. Looking for Barry Sanders. We're looking for Barry Sanders in every pack from here on out, even if we get one in the previous pack. All right, Ken Rutgers for the Packers, Chris Miller for the Falcons, Broderick Thomas for the Buccaneers. There's a number 1 pick. 515, yep, there we go. Broderick Thomas. Dan Henning for the Chargers, Ronnie Harmon for the Bills, Leroy Irvin for the Rams, Anthony Bell for the Cardinals, Bruce Matthews for the Oilers. I may have put him over there already, but Lomas Brown for the Lions, David Williams for the Oilers, Albert Lewis for the Chiefs, Aaron Jones for the Steelers, Phil Simms for the Giants, Broderick Thomas again, the same pack, and Dick Stockton, number 19, we already had him. For the CBS eyeballs. Well, I hope there's nothing good in that pack. All right, we have Terry Hogue for the Eagles, Stacy Torin. I guess he passed away for the Raiders. Gizmo Williams. All right, there's something about this card. I don't know what it is. In the email he sent to me, he said, Gizmo Williams rookie card, parentheses, details to follow. Usually when that happens, it's something like there's an error on the card, or he's a family friend, or something like that. So we'll see how that plays out. But we got him a Gizmo Williams. We'll see what that's about. If there's another Gizmo Williams, I will pull it for me until I found out what it is, and then I may keep it just because Gizmo is a cool name. All right, Dennis McKnight for the Chargers, Ron Holman for the Bucks, Sean Farrell for the Patriots, Roy Foster for the Dolphins, Bruce Kozerski for the Bengals, Mark Collins for the Giants, Tony Woods for the Seahawks, Scott Studwell for the Vikings, Tony Mandarich for the Packers. I'll put that over there. I remember chasing him. Stacey Bailey for the Falcons, Dave Duverson for the Bears, and Jack Buck, number 11. I believe is a dupe, but I don't remember. All right, here we go. The stacks over here, and final quarter stacks. Alright, so here we go. We have Ron Morris with the Bears, Keith Jackson, tight end for the Eagles, Pat Swilling, linebacker for the Saints, Mike Elkins for the Chiefs, Mark Malone for the Chargers, Dan Turk for the Bucks, Brent Williams for the Patriots, Mark Browns for the Dolphins, O'Brien Alston for the Colts, Terry Kennard for the Giants, Bruce Schultz for the Seahawks, Mel Owens for the Rams, Steve Walsh for the Cowboys, which is weird because, alright, going back to that real quick, I'm going to have to go back and look, but did the Cowboys, I can't imagine, did the Cowboys draft 2 number 1 quarterbacks this season? I can't imagine that. It says Cowboys. Is this from a different year? Oh, that used the word supplemental. I'll have to look into that one. But that would be weird if they used the first pick on Troy Aikman and then drafted another quarterback. I mean, the Redskins did it with RG3 and Kirk Cousins, but he was a 3rd round pick, not a 1st round pick. Bill Fralick for the Falcons and Pete Axthelm, number 4. Number 4 for ESPN. It's in the game. We got a John Ratty, Eric Metcalf, Wayne Fontes, Scott Norwood, Aaron Cox for the Rams, Pepper Johnson for the Giants, Robert Lyles for the Oilers, Chuck Long for the Lions, Derek Thomas, that's number 4, Steve DeBerg for the Chiefs, DeMonte Dawson for the Steelers, Marty Schottenheimer for the Chiefs, Eric Metcalf for the Browns, Anthony Carter for the Vikings, and Steve Sable, number 10. Still getting some of those for NFL films. Still getting some of those announcers we have not hit yet. Getting less and less of rookies we haven't hit. Still looking for Sterling Sharp and Andre Rison and a second Barry Sanders. Eric Hill for the Cardinals, Scott Case for the Falcons, Neil Anderson for the Bears, Albert Bentley for the Colts, Mike Oliphant for the Browns, Tim McGee for the Bengals, Freeman McNeil for the Jets, Doug Smith for the Rams, Mike Oliphant for the Browns, Charles Haley for the 49ers, Randy Wright for the Packers, Herschel Walker for the Cowboys, Dan Reeves for the Broncos, Brian Washington, Browns prospect, and Tom Jackson, number 6. It's another announcer we haven't gotten. To get a bunch of dupes in a row. Alright, we have Dan Hampton of the Bears, Ray Donaldson of the Colts, Brian Blados of the Bengals, Leon White of the Bengals, JoJo Townsend of the Jets, John Robinson of the Rams, Brian Blados of the Bengals, Joe Montana, I'm not even going to sleeve that one, just stick it in my pocket, Reggie White, 320, I think I already 20, but that's okay, Wesley Walker of the Jets, Mark Rippon, that is Voila's favorite quarterback again. Nate Newton of the Cowboys. Felix Wright of the Browns. Brian Davis of the Redskins. And Dick Butkus, that's a new one too, number 15. No, I would say that the announcers aren't worth anything, But if I could put a whole set together, then I could put the set on eBay and maybe get $10 from it or something. All right, final four. We're in the home stretch, guys. Last 4 packs. Let's get one biggie or one of the ones we didn't hit in these next 4 packs at least, minimum. Either Ryzen or Sharp or another Barry or a Michael Irvin. I guess a Troy Aikman would be good to use it as a biggie, but that would be a third one. Gary Clark for the Redskins. Howie Long for the Raiders. William Perry for the Bears. Mike Tomczak for the Bears. Chris Carter for the Eagles. That's one he has on there. Yep, that's a Chris Carter rookie card, guys. That's another one. That's one I didn't list, but that is essentially what I was looking for. One more, at least one more of ones we hadn't gotten. Chris Carter rookie card. Eric Martin of the Saints. Daryl Ingram, prospect for the Vikings. Gilbert Chargers. Paul Gruber for the Bucks. Reggie Dupart for the Patriots. Mark Clayton for the Dolphins. Terry McDaniel of the Raiders. Mark Bravaro for the Giants. Rufus Porter for the Seahawks. And turned around backwards for some reason. No reason that I can tell. Weird. Art Still. Bills. And then Hank Stram, number 20, for the CBS Eyeballs. One biggity bam, please. That would be nice. Yeah, just one biggity bam out of this. I gotta get myself ready to biggity bam if we hit something, because if we hit something that we've already gotten that would be biggity bam worthy, I may not biggity bam. I mean, I didn't even biggity bam the first couple times, so. All right, we got Brian Williams, Giants #1 pick. Chris Spielman for the Lions. Jim Kelly. Nice, all right. Greg Bell for the Rams. Craig Wolfe for the Steelers. Alonzo Highsmith for the Oilers. Gary James for the Lions. Eric Hill for the Cardinals. Carlos Carson for the Chiefs. Gary Anderson for the Steelers. Stevalon Page for the Chiefs. Brian Williams. We didn't get this at all, and in the last 3 packs we got 2 of them. Alfred Anderson and the Vikings. Jeff Bostic for the Redskins, and we got a Chris Berman, whose corner is banged up. Luckily, we already got one, so that'll work. That will work. All right. 2 more. Give us one. Really hoping for the Barry. Came into this just all I got was a Barry. I would have been happy. I'm extremely happy with everything else. So if I don't get a Barry, I'll still be happy. But that's what I wanted the most. There's only one, so we need one more. One more Barry. Kent Hull for the Bills. Kevin Green for the Rams. Wesley Walker for the Jets. Drew Hill for the Oilers. Jerry Ball for the Lions. Steve Walsh for the Cowboys. Darion Sherry for the Chiefs. Merrill Hodge for the Steelers. Neil Smith for the Chiefs. Hartley Dykes for the Patriots. Tommy Kramer for the Vikings. Jim Lachey for the Redskins. Bo Jackson. There we go. There's a good one. Didn't get that one yet. That's not a rookie, but it's a second-year card. It's something you hunt for. Stu Sugarwhite wanted that. Trace Armstrong for the Bears, and Irv Cross for the CBS Eyeballs. So that's another one he got himself there at the end. All right, time to be greedy. Give me something out of this pack. We had 4 packs left, and he hit himself a Chris Carter rookie and a Bo Jackson second year. Give me something out of this pack. What I'd really like to see, if we're not going to get the Barry Sanders, is Sterling Shepard to be pulled twice. That's what I'd really like to see. That way he gets him and I get him. I'm a Sterling Shepard fan. All right, here we go. We got Stump Mitchell, the Cardinals. Sam Clancy for the Colts, Eddie Brown for the Bengals, Steve Largent for the Seahawks. This one doesn't have, so that's at least good for that. Stan Brock for the Saints, Troy Aikman, Biggity Bam. Biggity Bam for Sugar White getting a second one. Bernie Kosar for the Browns, Alec Gordon for the Jets, Terry McDaniel for the Raiders, Ricky Ellison for the 49ers, Don Schuler for the Dolphins, Mike Horan for the Broncos, and Troy Aikman, Biggity Bam. It's a double Troy Aikman pack. That's 2 for Sugar White, 2 for me. Look at that. A double Troy Aikman pack. And then Joe Theismann with the last card. He got his announcer that he was looking for. He only wanted one of the announcers. It was Joe Theismann, number 9. Oh. Let's do a quick recap through his stuff and the stuff hanging. I'm not going to go through all of my stuff because my stuff is a lot less exciting. But we got Joe Theismann, we got the Bo Jackson, Chris Carter rookie, Gizmo Williams rookie. I'm excited to see what this is about. Deion Sanders rookie. That's 3 of those. Thurman Thomas rookie. Derek Thomas rookie. There's 4 of those. Michael Irvin rookie. You got a base John Elway. They have the Derek Thomas. A rookie Rod Woodson. A base Joe Montana. Oh, he already got the Chris Carter rookie. Oh, well, look at that. That means one of them's mine. Well, then I didn't realize that was the first thing we pulled was a Chris Carter rookie. Double check. Yep, Chris Carter. All right. So there's all that. Plus, we got a Barry Sanders, which is the card of the break. And it looks in very nice condition. It is a little bit, it's not a little bit, it's quite a bit that way on its cutting. Will not be a 10, but still, it's a pretty card. Troy Aikman, we got 4. That's 2 for him, 2 for me. Looks like these 2 are closer to center cut. These 2 are closer to left cut. So we'll do that. And then Deion Sanders. We got 3 of those. 2 for him, 1 for me. This one looks like the one that's the worst cut. So, all right. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I really did. After a couple of What's in the Box Wednesdays where things didn't go the way I'd hoped, this was a breath of fresh air. This was a very nice break, very enjoyable. Hey, thank you for the subscription. Voila. It's welcome to the Domination. I forgot it. Oh my gosh, we're going to go back and look at old videos. I used to do that for follows, but that could be too much. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream because the boxes are open. But still, guys, yeah, very good break. Next thing we have is a, let me grab the box for you. I'm going to be doing a 1998 Donruss baseball. We'll be doing this one. This will be the next one we do. If next week you turn it on and it isn't this, it's because I mixed up the order, and that will happen. But we have a lot of boxes to break. Just keep coming back. Episode 10 next week. Donruss 88 baseball. And after that, we've got football and baseball. We're going to alternate football and baseball from now on as well, as long as we have both sports. Thanks for showing up. If you like the video, please subscribe and click the like button. It helps the algorithm out. Make sure you join us on Discord and Facebook. You can do that by clicking the Beacons link in the description below, whether you're on Twitch now or YouTube later. And then come in and join us for the breaks and for more box openings. Let us know what you'd like to do. Let us know what you'd like to see. Definitely give me feedback in the comments below. Let me know what you'd rather see me do, what differences I can do to make it more enjoyable for you. I like going through them slow and picking every card. It's kind of why we're doing it. So aside from, hey, just go through and only show the hits, I'm up for pretty much anything you can suggest. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon.